Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Talking Toku, the only podcast where we talk about sci-fi monsters and dinosaur adventures. I'm your host, David.
I'm Brian.
And I'm Siobhan. I'm back.
Siobhan's back. Hi, Siobhan.
Hi, how are you?
It's been so long. We missed you.
I know.
I think
Welcome back.
I'm honored to be back, really.
I think the last time we had you on was for -1.
Yeah.
And that was like December.
But that, again, we were literally just talking about -1 in my kitchen like 2 days ago. And we were talking about like just how emotional it made us. And I was like, every time I watch it now.
Well, have you I assume you've heard that it's won an Oscar. It's an Academy Award-winning film, the first in the Godzilla franchise.
I started watching the Oscars this year.
Just for Godzilla?
No.
Okay.
But I did get excited when what actually got me really excited was I was like thinking about how long I've known you and Brian, and just like the fact that like this has like been throughout your, like this was like a focal point in you guys' lives like for your whole lives. But like when I saw that picture of you guys all excited when they won, and it like made me a little emotional. I was like, oh my God, look at all this time later. And it's like, that's so crazy for the franchise, so much time later.
Well, you know what's really cool? I don't think I've mentioned this on the show. Takashi Yamazaki, the director, he like saw that video like recently.
Oh, really?
And he retweeted it. He's like, "This is awesome. Thank you for all the reactions." I'm
That's
like, "Oh my
so
God."
beautiful.
And Rachel, who's the co-head of Kaiju United, like during that live stream, she had a bottle of wine she was drinking from, and you can see it in the video. And like she mentioned like when he first retweeted the thing, she's like, Takashi Yamazaki has seen me drinking straight out of a bottle of wine. Let's go.
Oh, right on. Right on.
But it's good to have you back, Sean. We're happy you're here.
I'm very excited.
We have a very interesting episode for you all today, I think.
It was supposed to be a Sting episode, but...
Yeah, hold the fuck up. It was supposed to be a Sting episode. So here's the thing. We talked about this. On our last episode, we teased that we were going to be reviewing Sting, which that was the plan. Siobhan, you and I talked about seeing Sting.
We were making the plans.
We were making plans. Brian already saw it, and he said he really liked it. So I was waiting for showtimes to go up, waiting, and there was nothing. And I'm like, okay, this movie's been out for a week. Why aren't there any showtimes? And I could find no information about it. So I did some research. Today, actually. In that
way to wait,
I know.
David.
Well, I heard that it had not done well at the box office, but I wanted to see exactly how not well it did.
Okay.
So it was out for a week. Anyone care to take a guess how much money it made?
Like, is it in the millions?
It is in the millions.
Oh.
All right.
Well, that's something.
5.
Little lower.
2.
Little lower.
No way. 1?
It
1.5.
It made $1.1 million.
That's
a bummer.
In a week.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, at least they made some money.
Not really. That's not a lot.
Well, it's no money, I guess.
They should have released it on streaming.
I think they should have, yeah. So I'm curious, actually. I want to see if we know the budget of the film. Hello.
I can confirm that it doesn't look super high budget at all because the entire movie takes place in like 4 rooms.
Budget is not reported that I can see. So, but yeah,
it's quite obvious that all of the money went to the spider. I could see how this movie would be made on a budget.
Okay. But still, 1.1 million is not great, and it really sucks because again, I was really excited to see it, and I guess if we were to still do a review on it, we would just have to wait until it hits streaming. So
I can give my review.
You can give your review. You did give your review.
I did give my review
last time. You gave your little mini review, which is now on Kaiju United. It wasn't up when we recorded last, but it has since gone up. I think it went up like an hour after we finished recording last week.
Are we going to record when like Brian comes?
We could. I don't know.
Well, I've never sat down with both of you before.
That's true. It's up to Brian.
What?
It might be fun.
Siobhan wants to do an
What-
episode when you're visiting here, Brian.
Oh yeah, I mean Sam will be here. We'll be
Oh my
there.
gosh, Sam, we should just do all of us.
I
No,
think, yeah,
she-
Sam
she-
has
She won't do it.
She's good.
she's staunchly refused to
Sam.
come on this show, despite being the #1 fan.
Sam,
I have presented her with the
Hear me.
opportunity to be able to talk about Jenna Ortega, and she declined. That was the biggest.
oh.
Okay, all
That
right,
was
hold
the
on, hold
biggest
on.
bait I had.
Hold on. I think we can do better. We might be able to do better. I feel like we could.
We have time to convince. We
How
have
about
time.
Gravity Falls?
We have time.
I think I also offered her that at one point.
Fuck.
I think. I don't remember.
Damn
It
it.
was something
Well,
like
Have you
that.
tried just asking her what she would come on for?
That's a good point. Good question.
I know exactly what she will say to me.
Oh no,
What
tell
sh-
me.
What is it?
It's gonna be nothing. She doesn't want to.
All right. Well, Siobhan, I believe that you had an idea of to do a podcast, quote, about nothing. So perfect. There we
That's
go.
right. We did want to do a podcast.
So
about
there you
nothing.
go.
I actually
Sam will come
was
on.
just- yeah, I was actually just talking to my
Yeah.
friend about that. Something.
I
About
mean,
nothing.
she'll talk about like horrible shit that she's seen on the internet. Probably.
We could
don't know.
we could workshop it. We'll workshop it. But anyways,
Yeah.
yeah. So this was supposed to be a Sting review, and it wasn't because it got pulled from theaters after a week, and I'm still really upset about it. I went to see Sasquatch Sunset like 2 days ago, and the fucking standee for Sting was still there. So I'm like, why the hell is this still up if
Why
I
didn't
can't
you
see
take
the movie?
standee?
I don't know. I probably should have.
Yeah,
It's like, oh, you're not
I
showing this
feel
movie.
like I rarely see those like in a space where you can just get away with them.
I know.
I want to take one.
I think a friend of mine.
I would have paid you for it.
Really?
You can go to the theater and ask
Yeah.
them to like.
No, I know. I've asked the theater for a -1 poster, which I probably would have gotten had one of the employees not already claimed it.
Damn.
But it's okay. I do have a GXK
That's the
poster.
perk of working for the movie.
I know,
theater.
right? But yes, this is supposed to be a Sting review. I'm sorry, but we have a better movie, I think. I don't know if these two agree with me.
It was odd for me.
So we are reviewing the hit movie Hundreds of Beavers.
The
the hit movie. Hit.
Why have I never heard of it before this?
Because
Then
it's an independent film. Yeah, and you said yourself you're not like. Big
I'm
on
uncultured,
you're
is what I
uncultured.
said,
Yes.
David.
I was gonna put it a little more like.
I said I was
softly,
uncultured.
But if you want to put it that way,
Period.
if yeah, whatever. But anyways, yes, hits. It's everyone who has seen it has said great things. It's like one of their favorite comedies, myself included. But I don't think these two agree with me. But we'll get into it. Now you might be
Yeah,
thinking.
I'm gonna poo the hell out
Oh,
of
David.
this.
You might
Brian's
be-
gonna rip it a new one.
Brian's gonna rip it a new one because he sucks. You might be thinking, David, Hundreds of Beavers, that doesn't sound like a kaiju or tokusatsu movie. And to that I say, I mean, yeah, fair.
They were pretty big beavers.
But later in the movie, there's a guy.
Whoa, no,
clearly
whoa.
Oh, wait, there-
wearing a suit.
Hold up. I'm not done. I say, okay, yeah, fair. But also, fuck you. This is my show. I can talk about whatever the hell I want.
It's our show. This is a communist society.
But also, there's another reason that we'll get into when we actually get to the review that I want to. This is the only reason we're actually covering this movie in the first place. There's a specific reason that I decided we can cover this, but we'll get to it. But we got some news to start things off. Some real cool stuff. So Brian, tell us what's going on with our favorite video game.
Starting in the gamer corner, Gigabash Godzilla Nemesis DLC May 16th. It's happening more.
It's happening. I didn't think it was gonna happen, honestly.
Except for Japan, and not happening there, or something.
Oh, was
The DLCs they're not released in Japan. So.
I know. Oh, are you sure? Because I know the Ultraman DLC they can't have in Japan. I didn't realize the Godzilla one did either.
Oh, I might have interpreted it as all the DLC.
I don't know.
That's fine.
I could be wrong. I think it was just the Ultraman DLC, but whatever. Yeah, new Gigabash DLC, Godzilla. Other than the very obvious King Ghidorah, we don't really know who's going to be in it because it is the Godzilla Nemesis DLC, and I feel like they kind of already covered Destroya and Mechagodzilla in
They
the
should
first
add
package.
they should add Gabra and Varen, please.
That could be cool. So we were talking about this in the KU Discord. I feel like the biggest one that could be a quote nemesis would probably be Hedera. That would be my only guess. I don't really know who else.
I want a Trash Man game.
I also want a Trash Man game.
I'm down.
Because I think he's only ever been playable previously in the Godzilla PS4 game, and that game's not good. So,
But it's very expensive to get a hold of.
it is, and thank God me and Brian have a copy.
Thank God.
But yeah, May 16th that comes out. We don't really have any details on it other than that. But again, we don't even have confirmation that it's Ghidorah. I mean, who knows, Brian? Maybe it won't be Ghidorah. It might be Batra. Batra has lightning powers.
That's fair. They could, I mean, also probably add Anguirus because that was the first monster.
That's true.
Godzilla fought against. So,
But Anguirus is his little buddy.
Maybe.
He's his pal.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. Is he? Or is this? Or is it an abusive relationship?
What the fuck? Yes, Brian. They're good pals. What are you talking about? Don't you dare besmirch the relationship between those two guys.
I don't know. All I know is that when they first met each other, they were at each other's throats.
Yeah, and Godzilla killed that Anguirus. Then the other one was like, "No, this guy's cool."
Oh, okay. Sounds suspicious.
Okay. Anyways, moving on. Our favorite, well, my favorite manga, because Brian hasn't read the manga, is getting another. That's true. Brian can't read.
That's a little mean.
He said it himself.
Wow.
I'm just agreeing with him.
Brian, you shouldn't say things like that about yourself.
Anyway,
Shame on mean Brian.
our favorite manga, Kaiju number 8, is getting another spinoff because I didn't realize it. I knew it had one previously, but I didn't realize the amount of them it had. It has at least 4 different spinoffs, I think, now. This one is Kaiju number 8, Relax, and it just covers what all our pals, Kafka and Ichikawa and everyone, it's just what they do on their days off. Which, like, that sounds cool. That sounds cool. I mean, slice of life is a very popular genre in the anime manga sphere, so I guess it kind of makes sense to spin off Kaiju number 8 to do something like that. I don't remember what the other spin-offs are. I know one focuses on Vice Captain Hoshina. I haven't read it, but apparently there are 2 other ones as well that I'm not aware of. So I wish I had more information on that for you. But Kaiju number 8, Relax, will be starting up on Shonen Jump on June 4th. So you can check that out online.
Nice.
Or in the magazine. I don't even know if Shonen Jump still does physical magazines. Who knows?
Probably in Japan.
Maybe. I don't know. I remember that I got a copy of Shonen Jump from the fucking Scholastic Book Fair back in elementary school. Pretty sick. And you know what? The only reason I did it is because it had some Yu-Gi-Oh cards, some exclusive Yu-Gi-Oh cards, which apparently go for like a lot of money now too. But I don't know where that card was.
The only books I got from the Scholastic Book Fair were the ones where you open them and you try to find the things and the big pictures of all the things.
I Spy?
You know what I mean? I Spy. That's it.
All right. I got the Bionicle books. That's what I got.
Nice.
Yeah.
Man.
Moving.
Things have not changed for us.
Nope, not in the least.
Why are people big mad at Godzilla Fest?
Oh yeah, so we talked about last episode that the Godzilla Fest Osaka event was happening, and on the schedule there's a little thing that said like, live action Godzilla series trailer or something. And so people were like, whoa, is this going to be a Godzilla TV series? No, it wasn't. I stayed up about like an hour later than I normally do to watch it, or at least some of it. I didn't, it was time zones, so it was like midday in Japan. But apparently there was like nothing worthwhile mentioned at this event. The live action Godzilla series trailer was apparently, from what I can gather, it was just oh, they're re-releasing all the movies on Blu-ray.
Wow.
So like they really, and maybe it was like a translation error. I don't know, but like people really seemed upset about it on Twitter. I don't really give a shit. Honestly, I wasn't getting my hopes up all that much. I think that the only big thing they had was they premiered an episode of Chibi Godzilla Raids Again, which I think happens like it's simulcast on YouTube anyways, so like it wasn't nothing special there. Let me double check on our good pals Kaiju United's Instagram. We'll see because they're pretty on top of announcements and stuff, but I really don't think there was anything too big from that.
I mean, I watched a bit of it, and like I kind of just zoned out with it on one half of my monitor while playing Helldivers, and I forgot it was playing. So
yeah,
that's how entertaining it was.
I ain't really seeing much. So people got to meet Jet Jaguar. That was cool.
Oh, I did see that. Yeah, they had like a little video on like how they made the new like suit.
That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. I liked that, but there wasn't.
Would have appreciated some English subtitles.
You know,
a little bit.
Learn Japanese, Brian. Fuck. That's what I say.
I can't. It's too hard. I gotta learn Spanish first.
Okay, but yeah, I again, Godzilla vs. Osaka. Oh well, nothing big.
I don't know why people are still upset by these events. Like usually, they're never really that interesting.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on this, Siobhan?
I don't know. I was thinking about how I might want to take Russian.
That'd be cool. I think that's a hard language to learn though too.
I know, but I'm like, if I'm gonna. This is the thing is like why first of all I really have no reason to learn have to learn another language, but it's like if I'm gonna put the time into it, why not learn like one of the harder ones and
that's
one of the
fair.
most sick ones.
That
like
is
it's a
sick
language.
It's pretty sick.
Okay, sorry, my mind drifted.
No, you're good. I'm just going out of my way to keep you in the discussion. So I don't want you to feel left out.
Oh no. There's just some things I don't know.
Okay, that's fair.
And I'm not here all the time. I'm a guest.
I know.
So it's
no.
To
You're a part timer.
Part-time.
You're a part timer. You're not
you know
a guest.
What I mean.
You're a part timer on
Much
this show.
to learn, young grasshopper.
Exactly. All right. Well, our final news segment, this story came out just
Schmegman?
today. What?
New Schmegman?
Yes, sure. Our final news story came out just today. We got another new trailer for Jurassic World Chaos Theory, even though it feels like we just got one like 2 weeks ago. But okay.
Yeah, but that was a teaser trailer.
Well, was it a teaser trailer? I'm sorry.
Yeah. They didn't show anything. They were just like, Darius, you need to come with me.
Huh?
Are we going to be doing something on like the Jurassic Parks?
Well, I remember we had all three of us had talked about doing one of those comparison ones.
We should try to do something in the summer.
Okay.
Why not?
I don't know. Well, we're going to review this show.
All right.
So you're more than welcome to come on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Watch Chaos Theory and watch.
You gotta watch. You gotta watch the first
Conversations.
series though.
Oh, okay.
This is a sequel series
watch
to another
Conversations.
TV show.
Okay.
It's good.
You need to
You're gonna
witness
have to.
hand
You're gonna
cam.
have to help me with this
I
after
will.
we're done.
No,
with this.
I will.
Okay,
Don't worry.
good,
Don't
good,
worry. I
good.
got you. But yeah, there's a new trailer for Jurassic World Chaos Theory, and we talked about this last week. Actually, we were trying to determine whether or not Jenna Ortega would be back as Brooklyn, and the trailer in the first 10 seconds establishes that she's dead.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow!
I guess that kind of they got.
They really
over that
did her
hurdle.
in, didn't they?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's Jenna Ortega. She's like a big Hollywood actress now.
she's,
So, but who knows?
As I said last time, she too big.
She's too big. But who knows?
big.
It's that kind of thing where it's like, is she actually dead? I'm going to put money down and saying she's probably going to like show up and save the day at the end of the season.
I'm gonna read you exactly what I.
Yeah, go for
I'm
it.
just gonna read exactly what I said to you. I said, that is not about that. Okay, I said, it's like kind of an unspoken rule to just not kill people off like screen, and also if it took us until this long after we finished the show to realize that was Jenna Ortega, I don't think a voice recast would be all that hard.
Yeah.
So, like,
So
the chances of her not being dead are pretty high.
Yeah.
IMO.
So we'll see when it comes out. When is that? May. Wow, God, I always forget every time.
I don't know.
I know it's this month. Let's see. Jurassic World Chaos Theory. May 24th. May 24th. Oh. Less than a month, Brian.
I cannot wait.
It's gonna be.
We're gonna have something to watch over Discord again.
Well, we talked about watching Metalocalypse, and that hasn't happened yet. So.
Oh well, you gotta ask.
Okay. Brian, you want to watch Metalocalypse?
I'm usually doing something.
Well, you're always like, oh, you know what? We gotta play Helldivers. We got a game, play Helldivers. Liberty.
Oh, tell me you don't wanna. I love Helldivers. It's the best game in a long time.
Don't get me wrong, Brian.
Dave, we're gonna jump down on a bot planet, and you're gonna go up against a few Striders, and you're gonna come back a man.
Okay, cool, good. Sounds like a plan.
All
right. Well, let's talk about the greatest movie of all time, guys. Hundreds of Beavers.
Oh my.
Uh-huh.
Well,
who wants to go first? Who wants to give their thoughts?
I think you should.
Yeah. Let's start with you because I feel like you have the most.
I'm the one who liked it the most.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
Yeah. You're like Control, you know?
Should we do it in order of
like who enjoyed it?
Yeah. So Brian will go after you. I'll go last.
Will you go last? Did you like the least?
I think so. I was confused. Well, no.
I am very middle with it. I liked it, but it wasn't. I didn't like it more than like.
I didn't dislike it. That's not. It's just that
all right.
Yeah. We'll go.
I cannot remember the last time I laughed this hard at a movie. Like I watched, and maybe it's because I watched. I don't know if you watched it with anyone, Siobhan. Brian said he watched it solo.
Yeah, Thomas and I watched it a little, but then I think he was playing Balloons Tower Defense.
Very nice.
And yeah, he's doing really well.
Really? Okay, good.
But yeah, he wasn't really paying attention.
Okay. So I watched it with friends, and we had a fucking blast. We were cackling throughout the entire movie.
I was really high.
See, and we watched it sober. I watched it totally sober.
Maybe that's where I went wrong.
Life. Maybe. I mean, Brian, I assume you watched it high.
I was really high. Yeah. I think it might have been point of diminishing returns on enjoyment for me.
I was just having. Why didn't I think it was that funny?
I don't know. Maybe you just don't like slapstick.
Maybe I'm just
that's a you problem.
That is a me problem.
I told Brian, and he disagreed with me. Because slapstick is the height of comedy.
Well, I said to
people getting hurt is funny.
But see, it wasn't people. I think it's because it was animals, technically. So I think I was like, I don't want to watch beavers getting slaughtered. And then
they're very clearly
and then it was like other yes, but it was just I don't know. It was like it took like for some reason I can watch Looney Tunes. Like I can watch the animals shitting on other animals. Like
what about fine. Elmer Fudd? He's a dude.
He doesn't look like a real person. He doesn't look like a real person.
All right, what about Space Jam? Michael Jordan's in that. He's an actual dude.
All right, I'm gonna drop a bomb on you right now.
If you haven't seen Space Jam, that's fine.
Oh, okay. I've never seen Space Jam.
That's fine. It's not that great.
What did you say earlier that I didn't know what you were talking about? Cryptids?
Oh yeah, Siobhan had never heard of cryptids.
Didn't know what that was.
Wow.
We'll talk about more of that later because Brian and I have to advertise an upcoming video.
Oh, good.
But
yeah, go back to your actual review of the movie.
No, I legitimately loved it. Like I knew what it was going into it. It's a homage to like classic silent era slapstick and Looney Tunes, and that's all I knew going in. All I knew. I'd seen a couple clips, like I'd seen the trailer. I'm like, oh, this looks great. And sat down to watch it with some friends and like blew me away. I was not expecting to enjoy it as much as I did. Like I knew I was going to like it, but not to that level. I don't know. That's just me. Like I think
that's your
kind
of that's your kind of movie. I think I've never watched movies like well, I have seen movies. There's a few movies like that I like. But I also didn't know it was a silent film. I didn't know it was going to be a silent film.
I could have sworn I told you it was.
You probably did, David, but like, I was 20 minutes in and I was like, nobody's said anything. I was like, why has nobody said anything?
It lulls you into a false sense of security because it has that opening musical number.
Yeah.
Where people are like singing.
And
then no one talks after that. Except for like the one bit near the end.
I'm telling you right now, when I was watching this, I thought it was going to be like,
that.
Okay.
I thought it was going to be like one of those movies like with like a series of unfortunate events where like it's like a cartoon at first and then it becomes normal. And I was waiting for it to become normal. Never did. Go ahead, Brian.
Well, I didn't watch it like alone. Like Sam was sitting next to me, and she was playing Stardew Valley and watching something with her headphones in.
Yeah, so you were in the same boat.
And she took her headphones out at one point, saw that it was like this kind of movie, and she's like, "Oh, it's like this." And I was like, "Yeah." And then she went back to doing what she was doing.
Yeah. I think I probably would have done that if I wasn't on the podcast.
That's fair.
But I was like, I need to know what goes on.
Oh, I just realized I didn't specify why we're covering this.
Oh yeah, go.
Yeah. So again, I mean the main reason is fuck you. This is my show. I can do whatever the hell I want. But the other reason, which a friend of the show Jacob Lingle told me about, this movie fucking screened at G-Fest last year. I don't know why. But
it appeals to the audience.
I know a bit that we have on this show is that we have a very, very, very loose definition of tokusatsu. But like he sent me the poster of the G-Fest film. So the G-Fest Film Festival, for both of you guys, the G-Fest Film Festival is they showcase like independent films, independent kaiju films from anyone. It's not like the big stuff. They don't show Mothra versus Godzilla. They do that at like the Pickwick Theater that's in town. But the G-Fest Film Festival is they have independent films. And for whatever reason, Hundreds of Beavers screened at the G-Fest Film Festival in 2023. And I'm like, what? It was the most insane thing I've ever heard. So I'm like, well, that's good enough reason for me to cover this on Talking Toku. Like, G-Fest approves. In my book, that's you know, that
right on.
We've gotten the green light. So that's the real reason we're covering this and not Sting. But
there's also a big beaver though.
There is a big beaver
at the end.
The big beavers.
Yeah, they do all combine
Beaver
into
Mick.
one giant colossus.
It's a beaver
It's a colossus.
Yeah, so I mean, there you go.
Beaver
There's your.
Yeah, so it is. We're getting even more. This is probably, Brian, I think the loosest we've ever.
Okay, wait. Have we introduced our like main character or anything? We haven't like said anything.
Oh, John Kayak? No, we haven't. Yeah, what happens to John Kayak? Brian, tell us what happened to him.
Through the whole movie?
No, like that kicked off the plot. What happened to him?
I know he like blew something up.
All right. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to do this.
I thought the beavers like ate
Yes,
some.
you are.
I thought the beavers like basically fucked him over a little bit.
He got
Initially.
too drunk. He got too drunk. He was an Applejack salesman. He got too
Yeah.
drunk.
Yeah.
And I mean, the beavers do fuck him over. Like they eat the one of the struts on his big Applejack thing that he drinks out of, and
then
he gets too drunk, and then everything goes up in flames. Then he wakes up. And it's winter.
Wait, explain to me how. That's what I was a little. I think that's the initial confusion that started for me. Was I was like, why the fuck is it all of a sudden winter?
That's the thing that you got hung up on.
Well, that was the first moment that I was like, what's going on?
I don't know how to answer that question.
You can't even tell me
It's
why.
supposed to confuse you so that you are like looking at it from the perspective of the guy, you know? Because he's also confused.
Yeah, he comes out of the snow like screaming and frozen. And
He
stuff.
was screaming. Yeah, that was a little scary.
It was kind of. I thought it was
the
funny.
nose part.
Yeah. It's like the thing from
The chopsticks.
from SpongeBob. Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
the chopstick. Frozen chopstick.
And then it happens again, and it was even funnier.
Yeah.
I like that this movie had a lot of recurring bits that made me laugh, like him falling in the bunny holes.
I liked
I
when
like that a
things
lot.
happened to him. I didn't like when he slaughtered things.
No, even all the weird contraptions that he made.
I don't know.
I liked his big industrial fans made out of wood.
Those are fun. Those
were
were
good.
really fun. I liked him
Yeah.
trying to break into the Beaver Strong. I like seeing the Beaver Stronghold be built throughout the
Yeah.
entirety of the film.
Yeah.
I liked that.
And like at the
I didn't really care for the part where he actually went to it, but I don't know. That's where I kind of got bored.
I think like him like going there isn't as good, but then like once he is there, like in there, it picks back up, I think.
I think the most fun I had with this movie was watching him trying and failing to hunt beaver.
Oh no, that's
Yeah.
the fun. Yeah, him like getting just the shit kicked out of him is really funny.
But like when it's him chasing after his big ball of beaver corpses,
It's so
it's just not as fun or not as funny to me.
I don't know. I think some of the best slapstick was near the end when he gets captured by the Veers, and then it's just a big like fist fight between all of them. And
Yeah,
then he
I did
breaks
like
out.
that.
Yeah.
I did like that part. Yeah, I definitely like that part. Yeah. Him sneaking around, not really.
Yeah, I think one of the hardest bits I've laughed at in the movie was him with his Native American friend and the horse, where it's just you can see just the dude's face, and he's just
That was pretty
he's just got
funny. That was pretty good.
1,000-yard stare.
it definitely had its
Yeah, I
moments.
like that part too. It was good shit.
So funny. Oh my god. Yeah, I
I
think
like how the same music plays every time the native man shows up.
oh,
It's just
I
the
love
same,
him.
Like,
He's a great character.
yeah.
How do we like the subplot of him trying to get with the guy's daughter?
Oh, that was like why
Well,
he had to get all
yeah.
the beavers, right?
Those parts were my favorite in the movie. Him like with the woman. Like the part where I laughed the most was when the lady was like fucking pole dancing.
Brian.
That shit was hilarious.
Not when she handed him a beaver's heart and was like, "Here, I love you. Have a corpse's
See,
heart."
that's what I mean. Like there was just like it was moments that like that I was just like, what, what.
I don't know what to tell you, man.
That shit was funny.
I respect it.
Everything with the woman was funny.
Yeah, no, she's great. Just like trying to fool her dad and be like, "Hey, this guy's trying to take me as his wife, and I don't want that." But it's like, "Oh, secretly I do, but I know my dad will kill him if he does." I like the dad's his failing of spitting the chewing tobacco into the thing every time.
That is just what I was gonna say.
So good. And, just gets,
And I doubly liked how he used it to deflect the spit back.
Yes.
At the end.
Yes. It
Yeah,
was good.
that last final.
That was good payoff.
What do we think of the beaver subplot with the Sherlock Holmes?
I was like, they're investigators?
fuck?
Like, what's happening? This is what I'm saying, David. You're telling me by this point, think of what you've just described to people.
Yeah.
How is nobody like if I had no idea what this movie about, I would be like, what the fuck is this?
I already mentioned though that it's an homage to like Looney Tunes. I feel like that by itself, like you can just take it as
Looney
is.
Tunes was different though. It scared me. It scared me the way E.T. scares me.
Okay.
I
Can
told
you elaborate?
Brian, I texted David and I was just like, David, why am I so confused? I was like, this felt like a fever dream. It felt like I was
A beaver dream.
Oh my God, Brian.
All right.
Brian,
That
applause for
I
that.
set
That was
that up.
good. That was really good.
I enjoyed that.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna put applause when I edit this right there, just for you, Brian. You're welcome.
You have to put like little
Thanks.
crickets or something. Or
No, it's applause. It was good.
what about the badum?
How dare you?
The badum?
You think you can out joke me?
Badum.
I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Oh.
How
But-
dare ye? All right. Anyway, beavers.
I don't even know where we
Hundreds
left
and
off.
hundreds of beavers.
There's a lot of them.
Well, we did talk about the marrying. What else?
What about Santa?
Yeah, Santa got fucked.
Yeah.
Why do I not remember Santa?
Those
He was the
those
first
wolves were
hunter that like
scary.
John was.
Oh,
I mean, it wasn't
yes, yes,
Santa,
yes,
but it was
yes,
like
yes,
it
yes,
was
yes.
it was very
Santa-esque.
clearly Santa-esque.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay,
I thought
that's what it
John
is
was
then.
going to turn into Santa.
That would have
I
been
thought it was
fun.
like a sickness.
a Santa Claus with starring Tim Allen kind of a deal.
I thought
Oh
I
my
was
god,
like,
it could have been like a stealth prequel.
That would have been good.
Yeah, I would have watched that. No
I
judgment.
haven't seen. I don't think I couldn't name another silent film I've seen though. So,
I mean, I don't think I could either.
oh well.
Then
Then I don't know what's wrong with me, David. Okay.
I think
Flying to the moon, I think it's what it's called.
a trip to the moon is what you're probably
Trip to the
thinking of.
moon. That one.
What is that
Trip
about?
to
It is the
moon.
first ever science fiction film.
Oh,
I can't remember the name of the guy who directed it, but it's about what it sounds like. They go to the moon.
that's nice.
And also, if your definition of silent is just no background music and just pure like noise, Bone Tomahawk.
Bone.
I mean, that's got like dialogue though.
It's got dialogue, but like
that's not a silent film, Brian.
but like no music. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
but that's not what a silent film is.
No, I know it was because like this isn't really a silent film either.
I mean, it may as well. There's like
There's no like
there's a single line of dialogue,
yeah.
and there's screams and grunts.
It's
but
basically a silent film.
it's functionally
But
a
there's
silent
there's sound effects.
yeah,
and
but it's
stuff.
like it's silenter film. Silenter.
All right. All right.
Brian, I'm
I
the guy who went to film
concede.
school here. I know more than you.
Yeah, what are you doing with that degree?
Know
sucker?
your fucking place.
Uh,
To answer your
Okay.
question, I don't want to talk about it.
yeah, I had a feeling. I had a feeling, Dave.
Anyways, yeah, we Santa. He was cool. I was sad that he died.
Was Santa played by a woman? Because the face kind of looked like a woman.
I don't think so.
Okay.
The master fur trapper is credited as Wes Tank.
Oh, okay. Yeah, probably not.
This looks like a man to
okay.
me.
Very
He's got a
womanly
bunch
face.
He's got a bunch of. Is this the same guy? Hold on. 1 second. Because he seems to have a bunch of videos on YouTube of him rapping Dr. Seuss books.
What?
But I don't
That's
know if
kinda
it's the
sick.
same.
Isn't that like a thing? Like
And
a
this is all-
trend?
I guess. I mean, this is on the official Dr. Seuss YouTube channel.
Oh, well.
But I don't know if this is the same thing. It's the same guy. It might be a different West
What
Tank.
a legend.
I'm bringing it up. Let's see.
Can you play it?
I can, yeah.
Will you get copy struck?
I mean, I'll edit it out. Oh no, this is 100% the same guy.
This is
I just made sure that is the same guy.
he sounds
This guy
good.
is gonna have the best resume ever.
He
He
really
sounds
is.
good.
I agree.
I like where this went.
I'm glad we went on this journey together. We really accomplished something here. But
It's healing, really.
so Brian, I feel like you've been kind of silent on your thoughts on the film here.
Yeah, I mean, for me, like I think it was very interesting because when we watched Lake Michigan Monster, you were obviously here, Dave, and I feel like these movies are kind of meant to be like a social thing. Like there was a lot. I would argue that there was more slapstick in Lake Michigan Monster.
Really?
There's
You think
more
so?
there's more of it. But I'm curious if watching this again in like company will change my opinion on it, because like just me by myself, I feel like I didn't get the full experience. I feel like part of it is being with people laughing at it. So I don't know. I feel like maybe my thoughts are kind of like
what you're saying is it was really Sam's fault that you didn't like the movie.
Listen, she is balls deep in Stardew Valley right now. There's no pulling her out of it.
That's
God, everyone loves Stardew Valley. I'm almost getting a little concerned, I have to say.
It's been out for a while too.
I know, but I'm just like every person I talk to, do you play Stardew Valley? Everyone asks me that.
Really?
Everyone asks me that.
I mean, I think it's because I can see you really enjoying it.
Haven't.
I mean, there was a big update for it.
I don't feel drawn to it. I also was never drawn to The Sims. I was never into that.
I never played The Sims either. Wasn't my thing. Wasn't my jam. No. Yeah, I think it's Sam's fault that you didn't like the movie, Brian. That's what I think.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame her. I mean, because she would have just not had a good time. She really does not like slapstick. It's not.
Which is insane to me. That's insane to me. Everyone likes slapstick. Again, people getting hurt is funny.
She loves sitcoms.
I don't really like slapstick.
Like
clearly.
Apparently not.
Apparently I don't. I feel
like I like it in specific situations.
I guess
if it's watching something with people. Like that's why I'm curious about it. Like if maybe it's because I watched it by myself.
I like old British comedy.
There's nothing wrong with that.
The dry humor.
Yeah,
it's fantastic.
Like that. I really like that.
Is this just too American for you guys?
No. Have you ever seen like Are You Being Served?
No.
You never heard of that?
No.
Watch that. It's funny.
All right.
It's good.
Are there beavers in it?
No.
No, I'm not interested.
Faulty Towers. There's a rat. Manuel has a rat.
All right.
But
now we're talking.
He thinks it's a hamster. He thinks it's a Persian
Those
hamster.
Are
he thinks someone like sold him because Manuel doesn't know any better, and someone sold him a hamster, but it's actually a rat.
All right.
You should watch it. It's funny.
I'll take it. I'll take it. Brian, actually, were either of you disappointed in the monsters that were teased early on? They just ended up being wolves.
No.
Because no.
No, not really. I like the wolves actually.
They were
just a bunch of dickheads.
They were, but I feel, but like when we saw them on the Master Trapper's little trap guide, like the sketch was like an actual monster. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then it was just
that's just how they feel about them, I guess.
I guess so.
I mean, everyone does that with everything.
Because it's old times. They don't know about those things.
Yeah, I suppose it's true. It's like the here be dragons or whatever. I guess that makes sense. But like he knew it was wolves, so wouldn't he just put the wolves?
Maybe he just wanted.
He wants to scare people.
Yeah,
some
he probably
master
does.
trapper this guy is. I don't know.
He's a fraud. Is what I think.
I mean, he clearly because he died.
Idiot.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah, he was bad at his job.
He really was.
All his dogs got killed. He didn't do anything.
He really, he didn't care. He just like, all right, that sucks. Moving on.
I guess I'll go buy some more.
I like how he made John drag the sled though after all the dogs were gone. That was kind of funny. I also like the dogs. They're big playing cards.
Oh yeah, I saw those. I was confused. I couldn't tell if they were real and like normal size, and I was just stupid and seeing things, or if they were actually like
I thought I was seeing things the entire movie.
I mean, that's fair.
The entire time.
But you can you can buy like giant playing cards.
I know.
Like very easily.
No, I just meant the
you
entire movie.
You can buy a giant
I was
Jenga.
Just like, what?
That's true.
Am I watching this?
I also like how as the dogs get picked off by the wolves, the card games they're playing keep changing to the point where when it's just the last one, he's just playing solitaire.
Oh.
That was really funny.
That's kind of sad.
That was funny.
That's sad.
Were they ever playing Go Fish?
I don't remember. You just watched it. You watched it more recently than I did, so
it's true.
You'd know more than me. I watched this almost 2 weeks ago now, so
I watched it yesterday.
Well,
what to tell you.
Someone watch it with me, and then I'll pay more attention.
Well, Brian, when you visit, we'll all watch it together. We'll double feature it with Lake Michigan Monster.
Sam's gonna take her Switch and play Stardew Valley.
That's fine. That's fine. I don't mind that.
I don't know if my brain could handle a double feature of Lake Michigan Monster and Hundreds of Beavers.
That's a lot.
I think I'd break.
And you haven't even seen Lake Michigan Monster.
No, but I
Siobhan.
don't think I want to watch Hundreds of Beavers again.
No,
No.
that's sad.
I'm sorry.
More for
I don't think it's a bad movie.
More
I think
Beavers
it's
for
just
me.
not a movie that's for me.
That's fair. That's totally fair.
That's why you have me on the show.
Yeah.
Extra random person.
That's why I said. That's why I knew this was going to be like a really interesting episode because like we all kind of had different experiences.
This is the first, I will say, out of everything, and I mean everything you and Brian have ever shown me, this is the first time that I kind of disliked it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm so sad about it because I know how much you love it. So like it's really hard for me.
I don't care. Like,
but I'm being honest because I'm like, if I'm not honest, then I'm gonna feel like I'm lying when I do really like it.
If you're not honest, then you're basically IGN.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm not. Is Siobhan even going to understand that reference?
No.
I don't know, does she?
Good job,
No.
Brian. You made a reference that she doesn't understand. Good
No,
job.
and I got embarrassed, so I just kept like yang along because I was like, well, whatever, Siobhan, just keep rolling with it.
Good job, Brian. You made her feel bad.
IGN is a big game thing, and they give everything a 7 out of 10 so that they get money from publishers. Maybe
7 out of 10.
not really, but maybe
7 out of 10 feels good for me. That's decent.
No, what I was going to say was, if anything, I appreciate that you didn't like it because, again, Brian and I, we share brain cells. So it's very rare that we ever disagree on this show. So it's nice to have some variety for once.
when Dave is thinking, I can't think because we share
Exactly. I mean, what was the thing that we had the exact same thought about recently, Brian? Oh, it was for Godzilla X Kong when we were talking about it, and then we had the exact same thought about Kong using Suko as a weapon, like within half a second of each other.
Yeah, no, that's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
No, the experience.
Well, we were itching to talk about it.
We were.
Itching.
Yeah. The experience of watching this was like a complete 180 from when I watched like Pacific Rim.
Oh, I'm sure.
Like when I watched that for the first time, I was like, what
Blown
have I
away.
been doing
Yeah,
with my life? Why have I not been
Pacific
listening
Rim
to David and Brian the whole time?
Pacific Rim is cocaine. This is like LSD.
I remember when I told Thomas what we were watching, I said, oh, I have to watch Hundreds of Beavers. And he goes, is this going to be like that Cocaine Bear movie? And I was like, I don't know. And I kind of was hoping it was.
Bear.
That's what I thought maybe. Because I was like, I would not look up anything about it at 1st, David. I was like, no, I want to like, you said some stuff to me at the candy store about it, but I was like, I wanted to go in blind. And then I went in a little bit too blind. A little bit too blind. Cocaine
Dave, can
Bear
we cover
was
Cocaine Bear?
Yeah, we should. Why not?
I've never seen it, so
I've actually seen Cocaine Bear.
like-
I didn't have
it's
much interest
bad.
in it when it came out. So
It's the bad kind of good,
okay,
or the good kind of bad. I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say that you might have to switch it around there.
Actually, it's kind of both.
Well,
I don't know.
Okay. Cool.
You go see it. You see it. Go watch it, and you tell me.
All right.
Tell me which one you fit into.
How did we feel about the beavers being astronauts or attempting to be astronauts? I thought it was pretty cool. I thought it was pretty funny.
alright.
Really shitty engineering.
Well, yeah, they're fucking beavers, Brian. What did you expect?
Yeah.
I wasn't
They
expecting
built
the
a
beavers to
mech
do
out of
that.
Their own bodies. I think they can handle 2 points of failure,
Brian's
maybe
right.
3.
Brian's right. Good for you, Brian.
Thank
You hold those beavers accountable.
I am.
Those beavers were shitheads, though. They were annoying.
You're a shithead.
I think.
Okay,
think John,
what's your point?
I think
I'm
John
aware.
was a bit of a shithead.
Everyone was a shithead.
Like, to be honest.
Everyone in the movie was a shithead.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
I think that was part of it.
The raccoons were scary.
They were scary.
Yeah, the raccoons were scary.
I think all of it freaked me out a little because I was just like, this could easily be turned into a horror movie. I think that's what I just kept thinking throughout the entire thing was I was like, this could be a twisted, like fucked up horror movie so easily. And I just kept thinking about it.
This movie, but in the style of Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey.
Oh my God.
I would rather never watch a movie again.
But this is what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
that's what was running through my mind while I was watching this. So I think I was just it was not allowing me to enjoy
Really?
it. I was just
I mean,
creating
it doesn't help
uncomfortableness
that
in myself.
movie. That movie was just a bunch of grown men also wearing animal masks.
That is true.
and acting like it's scary.
Yeah.
That's true.
So-
But at least this one, they weren't trying to be
No,
anything
no,
other than
no.
what it was.
No, they weren't.
They were very transparent about what the movie was trying to do.
I think for somebody, I can see that if somebody likes slapstick comedy, I would assume that they would enjoy this movie. Like I would recommend it to them.
I will say I'm very disappointed in myself because I had the opportunity to see this in theaters like 2 months ago,
Oh,
and I
really?
just didn't have the time.
Well, like at the Coolidge.
The Somerville Theater, I
Oh.
think. I think it was the Somerville Theater, and I just didn't get around to it.
Aren't they doing Lord of the Rings soon at the Coolidge?
Maybe.
I thought they like.
They were.
I
I,
thought-
don't know if they had
or if it
done
already
They may
happened.
have already happened. I don't know.
I don't know. I heard about it. Anyway.
Yeah. But yeah, because I feel like seeing this in theater, because again, I watched it with the group and it was great, but like seeing it in theaters with like a full on audience, I think
would've
that would have
done
been
different.
incredible. Incredible experience. But
You should try and convince the Coolidge after midnight people to screen it.
they probably would. They'd probably have no
In-
qualms with that.
In August, around
In
the
August.
first
Okay.
week.
I'll see what I can do. I'll message Mark right now, Brian.
Do it. It's been so long since I've been to the Coolidge. I miss it.
First week of August.
Have you been to the Coolidge, Siobhan? I can't remember.
Yes.
Okay.
I've been to the Coolidge. I like the Coolidge.
Coolidge is great.
Who hasn't been? It's
don't know.
bomb, dude.
Josh hadn't gone until very recently.
Well,
I had
Josh
never-
is a special boy. It's okay.
I had never been in the aquariums thing until we went to see Jaws. When we went
I
to see
don't
Jaws.
remember if I probably had.
I really liked that though. I was like, wow, I would come back
Yeah.
here and see more movies. Like, why do people not come here regularly to see
I think because
movies?
they only typically show like the aquarium documentaries there.
I know, but
Those are
they
awesome,
should show
though.
they should show way more undersea movies. They could make a hot buck in that room. That was amazing watching it like that. I loved it.
Go see Underwater there, Brian.
I would kill to see that movie on a big screen again.
Honestly,
I love Underwater.
one of these days we'll cover that on the show.
Oh, we did.
Did we? I don't think so.
I thought we did.
we?
I don't know. We'll check.
It's been so long.
Check
There's a
later.
very good chance we did. It may have been a very, very early episode of ours. Now I'm fucking looking it up.
I mean, I have it right here.
My stomach exploded.
I got nothing. Brian. I don't think we've covered it. You lied to me.
Maybe it was. We talked about it a bit in a different episode.
Yeah, I think that may have even been before we started the show. I don't remember. Anything else we want to talk about Hundreds of Beavers before we move on?
What's he gonna do with all the beavers? The old man.
Oh,
The
isn't he just gonna sell them or something?
the furrier, the guy is the
Doesn't he use the fur or sell it?
Yeah.
he probably makes clothes and shit.
Or like people probably use it
guess
for their
so.
houses and shit too, like
Yeah.
lining their
Yeah.
houses.
Oh, also, I really liked all the depressed fish.
Oh, I actually really the fish.
Are
him trying
you
to
a
catch the-
depressed fish, Brian?
Yes.
You relate to that
It was funny.
depressed
They, like-
fish. Blah 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 blah.
They're so sad. And then I love the part where he uses the trap and then the fish get angry.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was funny. I got a good laugh out of that. Yeah.
This is
Okay.
one of our more like low key episodes.
It
I feel
is.
like.
Well, the thing is, I watched this 2 weeks ago now, so it's not as fresh in my mind as it is you guys. So
Yeah. We're gonna need to like step it up the next time I come on. We need to counteract this with something really shocking.
well, that's the thing, Siobhan.
Upbeat.
I had, like I said, I had an idea for an
You're right.
episode where you,
Pick something.
Siobhan Nunley, pick a movie.
Do you mean pick a movie like any movie at all, or do you mean like a movie like you have to give me guidelines?
I mean,
or
yeah, I mean,
something?
you'd preferably be like a kaiju
You
movie.
Yeah,
you
right.
should. I have a great idea. You
Okay.
know what?
My
You
goodness.
pick a movie, any movie, and you bring it to us, and you state a case as to why it's a kaiju movie.
You know what? I
And-
really like that.
And if it can be any movie, but if you can, like, it doesn't even have to, like, doesn't actually have to be a kaiju movie,
Oh
but
God.
you could, as long
feel
as you
like
can
I'm
argue
right.
the case that it is and make it believable,
All right.
we will do it.
All right.
And you will have to read your case on the episode.
That's fine. Okay. I will do that.
I stand by though that we do need you to like. We do have to get you to watch something like actual tokusatsu.
Oh, yes,
Because I
yes.
don't think
I know.
I think every episode you've been on, nothing has been tokusatsu. Like Godzilla -1, that's a kaiju.
no,
There's
what
no
did we
toku.
watch? What did we watch? What did we watch? That was no, we did. We would when we knew I had Neapolitan pizza. What did we
Oh, that's
watch?
right. We watched The Last War. I
Last
forgot
War.
about
Thank
that.
you. Sorry.
I
That and
forgot
I
about
really
that.
enjoyed that too.
Yes.
I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, Dave, they didn't actually blow up the world. Okay.
God, I wish they had.
That was a really good time and a really good
That's
movie.
a bummer attitude. Get that out of
See,
here.
I enjoyed that movie a lot more than Hundreds of Beavers.
That is like, that's not even apples and oranges at that
Well,
point.
still,
That's like apples and, I don't know,
it's
chocolate.
it's all food.
It's all food. All right, so it's apples and concrete.
I consumed it and I liked it better.
All right, cool. But we definitely need
Yes.
to you need to experience the full scope of what tokusatsu
It's
can
true.
be.
All right.
It is in the name of our show after all.
Yeah.
So, you know.
It's true.
I'll get back to you with something.
All right. And we'll let you know if what the next review we end up doing is. Whatever that may be.
Right.
There is another big bug movie on Shudder.
Oh, is it Infested?
Yeah.
And
And it looks even worse because the spiders are believably large.
really? I think
Yeah.
I think the guy who directed that is doing one of the new Evil Dead movies. I think is what I saw.
Oh yeah. I remember reading that
Yeah.
somewhere.
So, all right. Well, that'll about do it for Hundreds of Beavers. I say you should go watch it, and it's a great, great time.
I agree, but I think you should do it with friends.
Yes.
And maybe a glass
Or
of wine.
maybe a loved one who isn't chronically addicted to Stardew.
Got to get the Subway Surfers footage to run next to it. That'll solve it.
What?
The Subway Surfers footage. You haven't seen those memes? Where like people
No.
put like me and for like fucking Zoomers who have ADHD, they like put Subway Surfers footage under the memes so they don't get distracted.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I get you.
Or like Family Guy clips.
I understand. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
That's stupid shit.
You know what I mean. But yeah, I think that it might not be on sale anymore, but I think the $6 that it is to rent on Prime, I think it's the best $6 you'll ever spend. That's what I think.
You can also subscribe to some service through YouTube, and they have a 7-day trial. So I
really?
watched
Okay.
it for free.
Interesting.
You're welcome.
Very
Just
nice.
do that.
Well,
It's free.
I'm gonna wait for that sweet physical copy because I wanna own this movie.
I might actually buy it.
It's been a while since I've had like a movie that had been like, oh, I need to own this, and not even out of any like obligation. Like obviously, I'm gonna buy -1 and the New Empire when it hits physical, but like that's more out of obligation than anything. But like this, I'm like, oh, I need to own this. This needs to be in my collection. And I know
I still have the wrapping on Godzilla versus Kong.
Do
and
you? That's
Godzilla
funny.
King of the Monsters. I have not taken the wrapping off of either of
Oh
them.
my god! I know
Yeah.
Arrow did a release for Lake Michigan Monster. Maybe they'll do that. for
I will
Hundreds of
buy
Beavers.
that. I'm gonna buy that.
All right, cool.
I like that
Good
movie.
to know. All right,
stupid.
Well-
I like the part where the guy throws the daggers at him and he keeps dodging them.
Well, here's the thing, Brian. Like, now that we've watched this, like, do you want to finally go back and review Lake Michigan Monster? I think we're now in the headspace that we could.
I think we should keep it as a lost episode for now, and we should double feature them both when I am around.
I thought you said you
also
didn't
not watch
want
it with
to
me.
double feature it.
We'll separate.
A
it
man
by
is
a day.
allowed to change his mind.
Well, yeah, Dave. You change your mind all the time.
That's true. I do.
But it's David's
Piece
fucking
of shit.
show. So.
It's my show.
It's also mine. I've been here since day one.
I guess.
We co-parent.
We co-parent. All right.
It's
And you're
our
doing
baby.
a wonderful job.
Our
I heard the
disgusting,
sarcasm in that
petulant
comment, Siobhan.
child.
It's no, it's going well.
Okay.
Especially if you have me on here.
That's true. Where do you fit into this relationship then? If we Brian and our co-parents, what are you?
I feel like an adoptive child.
An
Like an adoptive, like a older sibling.
I was gonna
Like
say
you
the
got me out
nanny.
of pity because like no one was gonna adopt me because I'm too old to be adopted. But at the same
Yeah,
time, you were like,
you were about to age out of the orphanage.
right. So it was
This
like you
is
were
a
like
tragic backstory.
you were like, yeah, just come on, come
Yeah.
live with us. Start out life
Come
and
live
see
with
where
us.
it takes you. And I think it's going swimmingly.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. This is the lore that the listeners of Talking Toku show up for.
Yeah, this is really how this podcast started.
You know, I'm very excited.
David and
I think
Brian had a
Sam's gonna
child
like
and they
this
adopted
episode
me.
because she says that having extra variety makes the show better.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a lot of variety.
This is a lot of variety.
Good.
This is a wild one.
This is less of a movie review and more of a just shooting the shit.
It is.
But
yeah.
that's fine. That's why you have me on. That's where I bring the pizzazz. A little bit of pizzazz.
Well, how about we move on to our final segment and have this feel more like an actual podcast episode.
Go right ahead.
Hey Brian, what new cool
What's up?
kaiju thing have you been checking out right now?
Still keeping up to date with Kaiju number 8.
It's so good, dude.
Real good. I love the part where he pees out of his nipples.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. How do you
I
feel?
was
How do you
eating
feel about
dinner
that? How do you feel?
while I watched that.
What are your thoughts on peeing out of your nipples, Siobhan?
That sounds disgusting. But I feel
But
like
it's how it be.
no. No.
I'm not even going to provide you context, but it's from an anime. It's cool. It's a good show.
It's really funny.
You're telling me it's a good show
Yes.
when they're peeing out
Yes.
of their nipples.
It's done for comedic effect, if that helps.
No. No, it doesn't. I could tell you it doesn't.
Does it help in that very same episode, he punches a kaiju and it literally explodes
No.
Yeah, that was
into
pretty
like a
awesome.
shower of blood?
I still don't want the pissing nipples. Like I just feel like I could do without that. You know?
I don't want
Why
the
did we-
pissing nipples.
can someone explain to me
It's
why
the
we-
funniest line I've
Why
ever
are we
heard.
opening with pissing nipples?
I don't know. Blame Brian. He's the one who brought it up.
Brian, why?
Because it was funny.
Yeah, well. Can you hear my voice?
And now
you hear the tone?
and now he's being an old idiot in the training program, and it's funny.
Yeah.
It's
But he's
a funny
okay.
show.
He's up to 0.01% on unleashed combat power.
Well,
That's how I feel getting through school right now.
you're doing it, Brian.
Well, I'm literally not taking any classes for the next 2 semesters, so I am at 0.1%.
Tremendous.
Damn. All right.
Absolutely tremendous.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, Kaiju number 8's been real good. I don't know how
Yeah.
many episodes this season's supposed to be, but we're moving along at a pretty decent rate.
I look forward to watching it every Saturday.
Me too.
Oh yeah.
And I like that we're finally getting some more of the side characters now. We have Kikoru, we have Hoshina. I don't really like Hoshina's voice though. It's a little too high pitched for my liking. I don't know.
Which one is that again?
He's
Who
the
is
vice
that?
captain.
Oh, the dude who looks like a vampire?
Yeah, I
That
don't know
guy?
why they gave him fangs too, because he doesn't have that in the manga.
Because it's anime, Dave.
It's weird. Yeah, his
it's
voice
anime.
is a little too high pitched. When I was reading the manga, he seemed more like kind of subdued in his speech pattern. I don't know. Whatever. It's a nitpick. I'm still really, really loving it. Is that all, Brian?
Let me think. I am going to watch Gamera the Brave because I hate you.
Yeah, you want to talk about that, Brian?
I hate you. I hate you so much. You're a piece of shit. Then this is literally you winning, but I'm still gonna do it because I hate you. You put me in an unwinnable situation here. I can do nothing. I can do nothing to spite you.
What are you talking about, Brian? Tell the listeners what you're referring to.
Dave is a real piece of shit and put up a poll on the Talking Toku Instagram saying, will Brian ever watch Gamera the Brave? And people overwhelmingly voted for no.
And here we are.
Hate it.
Brian
I hate you so much. I have to do it now. I have to.
I mean, you don't have to. You can continue to not watch it out of pure spite.
Go fuck yourself. I'm going to go watch it. I have to prove them wrong. It's either I spite you or I prove them and you wrong. I saw how you voted, Dave.
Yeah.
I saw. You don't think I can do it.
No, I don't, because I've been bugging you about it for over a year now.
You should know that even after a year plus of bugging me to do something, I can still do it.
Okay.
Except listen to any bands that you tell me to.
Yeah, that's that. We're still working on that.
Yeah, that's the one.
One of these days.
You just gotta make a playlist. If you make a playlist and share it with me, and it's just sitting there, eventually I'll click on it.
You know, I have considered. You know, there's a reason that I starting this year, for all the new music releases I have been listening to, I've made a playlist that I will add a single song to from each album I listen to, just to keep track of how many I actually listen to, because I wasn't doing that last year. I have no idea how many new albums I listened to, but this year I'm keeping track of it with that playlist. And I could also just like send that playlist to you and see, like, not everything I've listened to is like good.
Yeah.
But like, you know, it's there.
Just share it with me, and I'll do it.
All right,
do it, Dave.
Well, hey,
do it.
Speaking of music, I saw Kaiju last week.
Yeah, you did.
And oh my fucking god, I don't remember the last time I've had that much fun at a concert. So I posted about this on the Talking Toku Instagram, actually. So you can go look at the pictures that I posted there. But it took the concept of an intimate show to a whole nother level. So there were two opening bands. I want to talk about one of them. One of the opening bands, 8 Foot Man Child. They were great. Real nice people. The genre they describe themselves is doom brass, and I'm like, that's the greatest description for a genre of music I've ever heard. But they're fans of Godzilla. One of the guys had a shirt of the 2014 Godzilla holding a keyboard, which was really cool, like the musical instrument keyboard, not like the gamer keyboard. And had near the end of their set, he went, "This song's about our favorite Godzilla movie. It's called Orgy at Club Megalon." And I'm like, all right, these guys are pretty cool.
Hell yeah!
But they were really good, and I really liked them.
Man, that being their favorite one is a base take.
Right? Honestly, good for them. But then Kaiju, again, intimate, very intimate. So again, the first two bands, they were like on the stage, right? Kaiju, no. They were not on the stage. There was no one on the stage. Kaiju were down on the floor with the rest of the audience. And, you know, this was a small club. It was a concert venue, record store, and brewery all in one. It was really cool. But they were about, you know, this is an audio podcast, so it's hard to really describe this, but say the guitarist will say was about like a foot or less standing away from me. It was very, very intimate. And they were like going out into the crowd, physically dragging people to be closer to the band. At one point, the guitarist, I was, you know, sitting there kind of nodding my head along. The guitarist took my head in her hands and was like physically forcing me to headbang harder.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was great. It was really cool. And then at one point, we all just kind of sat down on the floor for no discernible reason. They just got down and we're like, oh, okay, well, we'll sit down, I guess. And we just kind of sat there for like a good minute or so. And then we got back up. And then they handed their instruments off to the audience members. And then they just kind of left for a minute or so. And then they came back in and they were carrying the one guitarist on chairs. Like he was standing on 2 chairs and they were just kind of slowly shuffling, carrying him in. And then shortly after that, they put us on the stage. They continued to play down on the floor, but we were all on the stage. And then they got up on the stage with us, and it was really cramped. This was cool. And then this is the last song. The drummer, he sat down on the stage monitor, or not stage monitor, but like the amp speaker, and he had the audience members grab his drum kit and just kind of hold it up in the air for him to play.
That's so immersive.
Sitting on top of the speaker. It's insane. I've never had that kind of experience at a concert ever. It was one of the coolest.
They physically assaulted me. It was awesome.
They physically assaulted me.
I was thinking about that. I was like, I wonder if they will grab the wrong person.
I would like to think people going to a Kaiju show are like
no better
aware.
Yeah.
Because I mean they have a tendency to like light things on fire at their shows. They didn't this time. It's kind of disappointing, honestly.
It's Boston.
Yeah. So yeah.
Too many rules.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, no, I had a great time. If any of you guys listening have the chance to see Kaiju live, do not miss it. And it's hard. It might be hard to because like, well, they announced this tour a day before it started. I'm like, well, it's way too late for me to try to put in for this day off. So I'm just gonna cross my fingers and hope for the best. And I got the day off anyways, so it was perfectly fine. And then I saw Judas Priest the day afterwards, and my lower back is still sore. So,
wow.
Yeah, it hurts to bend over. I think I may have like pulled.
Well, I only saw one concert this week.
Yeah, get fucked, Brian. You're not cool.
You bitch.
And it wasn't even kaiju related.
No, it wasn't.
I think that's it though.
I did find a great new group though.
You did. You mentioned.
I did.
I don't think I'm reading anything. I think that's all the kaiju stuff I've checked out. Let me double check.
You've been fighting big bugs with me on Helldivers.
I mentioned it at the top. Sasquatch Sunset. I watched Sasquatch Sunset. Fucking weird.
You told me it was good bad.
Fuck, it's not even good bad. It's just good weird.
Good weird. Oh yeah. No, sorry, not good bad. Yeah, good weird.
There's a lot of pissing and shitting in that movie too. Very strange.
I've heard from a lot of people that like it is bad weird for some people, or it's just like too inaccessible.
I can see why. I can see why people would not like it. Very much so. It is not the kind of movie I can see myself ever revisiting, honestly. Like, once is fine. Once is enough for me.
What if they made one, but it was for that other Bigfoot variant that was awesome?
Oh, the Honey Island Swamp Monster?
Yeah.
I'd probably see
Would you watch it?
I would watch that. Hell yeah, I would.
All right.
I'd watch any movie about cryptids.
Yeah. Even the one about the frogs.
Goddamn right. It's already out. I haven't watched it yet. I don't think it's streaming anywhere.
Is?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
okay.
Let me double check. Hold on.
We should do an episode on it.
You can rent it on YouTube.
Ooh, okay. What's it called?
It's just called Frogman.
Frogman? All right. I'm going to look into it.
How much? Oh, it's $5 to rent. That's nothing.
I will buy it.
Cool. But yeah, that's all I've been checking out. I think that's it. Wow, this really was a short episode. I had a feeling it was going to be a short episode, and I'm glad it was.
That's refreshing after a 2+ hour episode.
Oh my
last
god,
time.
I know. Yeah, fucking Adam.
Yeah, you need
How
some like
dare you
need these like sprinkled in.
I know.
Shorties.
It's true. Also, I'm sorry, Adam. I was kidding when I said fuck you. I love you. We love you here.
There's a
Siobhan,
fine line
now
between
that you drink, you should try the Talking Toku cocktail.
yeah, there's
that
an
Adam
Oh,
made.
I was literally looking at those
Yeah.
on Instagram, and I was like, "Oh my god, you guys did a little cocktail."
Yeah. Have you tried the Talking Mojitoku yet, Brian? I haven't.
Not yet. I haven't gone out to the liquor store, but I do love mojitos a lot. So
I like martinis.
even though it's probably not going to be the best mojito I ever had, the best one I ever had was from Black Cat.
But this was tailor made for us, Brian.
That is true, but I am not a drink maker. Adam is.
That's true.
So Adam would have to make it for me, and then maybe it would be the best.
Well,
he is a Washington man.
Yeah.
I can go knock on his front door.
just go drive the 3 hours or so down to wherever he lives. I can't remember. And even if I could remember, I wouldn't say
You
it.
hear me, Adam? If you're listening, I'm going to show up at your house one day, and you're going to make me a drink.
He would probably be fine with that, honestly.
All right, you called me in my bluff. I'm not that nice.
Wow, good job. Before we do our usual sign-off thing, I don't know when this video is coming out, but me and Brian were on another show recently, The Three Amigops. It's a show my buddy Howard, my co-host for Doritos Connections and Mountain Dew, he just does tier lists. I was on an episode we ranked all the Sonic games, but me and Brian were back on. We ranked 75 cryptids, and it was like a 2-hour long thing. It'll be shorter when it comes out. It won't be a whole 2-hour video, but it was.
Lord, I hope so.
And we skipped like 40 of them too because Brian had to do laundry, and also the ones we all skipped were like kind of lame anyways, except for the Argentina gnome. We skipped that one, and I was kind of upset.
That's a bummer.
But we might do a part 2 in the future. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, keep an eye out for that.
I'm down to do a part 2.
I will definitely be sharing that on the Talking Toku socials when that comes out. Speaking of the socials, though, you can find us at Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and YouTube, all at Talking Toku. Go check out Kaiju United. They're doing cool things. They're actually going to be at what con is that? I don't remember what con that was. Oh my god, where is it? Why can't I find it? Hello?
It's because you're slow and you also can't read. And I'm thinking right now, which means that you can't.
Yeah, because you have the brain cell right now. I forgot about that.
It's network stability, Dave.
Yes. Idaho Falls Retro X2. Jacob and Rachel are going to be running a panel there. So it's destroy all panels, the ultimate Godzilla crash course. So if you're over in Idaho, go check out that panel.
The potato
I am
state.
Dangerously close to Idaho.
Well, you can
go get yourself some potatoes and some.
I am
Godzilla.
way too close to Idaho.
Well,
I'm not going there.
But you could see Jacob and Rachel.
And potatoes.
And potatoes, more importantly.
Get French fries.
And I think Mormons.
No.
Not the Mormons. Don't go see the Mormons.
Yeah, don't go see the
Just
Mormons.
go for the French fries.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're there. Yeah. I mean, I would say hi to Jacob. Jacob is a Halo player.
Wow, you'd say hi to Jacob, but not Rachel. It's kind of messed up, Brian.
Rude.
Oh, I didn't hear you, but I'd say hi to Rachel.
Okay.
I'd say hi to everybody.
All right,
but I'm not going to Idaho because Idaho is scary.
But the potatoes, Brian.
I can buy them from Costco.
It's true.
But will they be as good if you get them straight from Idaho?
I think they might as well be.
Actually, but hold on. You're Irish, and you've been to Ireland a couple times, maybe once. You can get potatoes there,
all right,
too.
To clear this up, I am mostly English.
Wow.
I am the worst of the worst.
So you've been lying this whole time.
Yeah.
You disgust me.
Apparently, I don't know when I lied about it. At least I'm not Italian.
All right, you know what? I can't argue with that. You got me there.
Yeah. Dinky, greasy motherfucker.
Man, Brian just being casually racist on this episode. I guess that's a good place to end off.
Always a good
Yeah.
place.
All right. Well, that'll be it. Like I said, go follow us on all those socials. Go check out Kaiju United on their Facebook group and their website and their Discord server and all that. Siobhan, is there anything you want to shout out?
No.
Okay. I can never remember if I
I
give
don't
you
have
the
much
chance
going
to.
on right now.
That's fair. I never remember if I give you the chance to do
Yeah.
anything.
Oh, if you have a child, go purchase my little sister's Lowe's children's make-it-yourself fucking DIY wood shit at Lowe's for your kid. Adrian made it. Adrian, yep, designed it. Bye.
Okay.
That's all I have.
All right, cool. All right, well, we'll see you guys next time. I have no idea what the fuck we're gonna do next time because, again, this was supposed to be Sting, and it fucking wasn't. How dare you? Goodbye.
Cancelled.